Let's talk about the you nobody sees. The version of you that stays hidden behind polite smiles and socially acceptable answers. The version of you that shows up for everyone else but doesn't always show up for yourself. The you who's always quietly there, gently holding space, silently hurting, endlessly trying, and barely noticed for it. The one who doesn't raise their voice. The one who carries their grief in silence. The one who sits with their fears, their memories, their longings, and still finds the strength to move through the day. Let's talk about that you. The one you keep behind closed doors. The one you carry in the spaces between conversations. The one you protect because you're not sure the world would understand. Because I know you're tired of pretending you're okay. I know you're tired of being the strong one, the stable one, the reliable one. I know you're tired of being everything to everyone and no one to yourself. And when it gets quiet at night, when the world softens and the screens turn off and the masks come down, there you are. The version of you that doesn't know what to do with all the feelings that didn't have space during the day. The version of you that wonders if anyone truly knows you, if anyone would stay if they saw all of you, not just the parts that are easy to love. So let's sit with that version for a while. Let's not fix them. Let's not silence them. Let's not turn them into a project. Let's just sit. Let's listen. Let's honor the parts of you that never got their turn to speak. The version of you that holds all the too much and not enough. The one that whispers, "See me. Please, just see me." Because being unseen doesn't always come from rejection. Sometimes it comes from being misunderstood. From being too complex for shallow spaces. From being too deep for surface conversations. From being the one who always knows how to make others feel better, but rarely receives that same tenderness in return. Sometimes being unseen means you've been loving people from a depth they couldn't meet you at. And slowly, quietly, painfully, you learn to expect less. You learn to stop hoping someone might ask how you're really doing. You learn to quiet your needs so you wouldn't burden anyone. But you are not a burden. You never were. Your emotions are not too big. Your thoughts are not too heavy. Your presence is not too intense. You're just someone who feels deeply and lives in a world that often stays shallow. And that doesn't mean you need to shrink. It means the world needs to slow down and look closer. Because there is so much to see in you. Not just your kindness. Not just your intelligence. Not just your reliability. But your truth. The truth you hide behind your productivity. The truth you carry in your silence. The truth you whisper when no one's around to hear it. That truth matters. That truth is worthy. That truth deserves to be heard. So let's talk about the you who's still healing from things you don't talk about. The you who's still grieving things you never fully processed. The you who carries old stories, old wounds, old beliefs, not because you want to, but because they became part of how you survive. The you who is constantly navigating a world that rarely slows down long enough to ask real questions, to hold real pain, to notice quiet beauty. That you? That's who I'm talking to. And I want you to know. I see you. Not just the curated you. Not just the composed you. But the real you. The one who sometimes breaks down over little things because you're carrying too many big things. The one who sometimes disappears for a while, not because you're angry, but because you're overwhelmed. The one who keeps showing up for life even when you feel hollow inside. The one who's trying so hard to hold yourself together when no one else is there to help you carry it. I know what it feels like to be that person. The one who holds space for everyone but rarely has space held for them. The one who gives beautiful advice but cries alone. The one who knows how to make others feel seen but is still waiting for someone to really see you. And it's not because you want attention. It's because you want connection. Real, deep, honest connection. And in a world of filters and facades, that kind of connection can feel rare. Sometimes it feels impossible. But please don't let the absence of it make you forget how worthy of it you are. Please don't let the shallowness of others convince you to be less deep. Please don't let the noise of the world drown out the quiet truth inside you, that you are someone who deserves to be seen, fully, entirely, unapologetically. You are not invisible. Even if they didn't notice when you stopped texting. Even if they didn't ask where you went. Even if they never asked what was really behind your smile. Even if they only loved you when you were easy. You are still here. You still matter. You are still whole. Let this be your reminder, you don't have to be performing to be worthy. You don't have to be perfect to be seen. You don't have to be light all the time to be loved. You can be quiet. You can be complicated. You can be emotional. You can be tired. You can be real and still deserve presence, still deserve softness, still deserve someone who says, I see you, even here. So take a deep breath. Let yourself be still. Let yourself drop the masks. Let yourself show up to this moment as the version of you that rarely gets air. The version of you that's honest, raw, tender. The version that's not trying to be anything, just trying to be. You don't have to fight for visibility anymore. You don't have to perform worthiness. You don't have to earn attention through perfection. You already matter. Even when no one claps. Even when no one texts. Even when no one notices. You still matter. And I know, it's not the same as being held in someone's arms. It's not the same as having someone sit beside you and say, tell me everything you're afraid to say out loud. But it's a start. It's a place to begin again. To come back to the truth that got buried beneath the noise. Let's talk about the you who wants to be free. Free from expectation. Free from over-explaining. Free from being the strong one. Free from holding it all in. Free from dimming your light to make others comfortable. Free from apologizing for your feelings. Free from feeling like you're too complicated to be loved. You are not too complicated. You are layered. You are sacred. You are evolving. You are allowed to be more than one thing at once. You are allowed to be sad and still have joy. You are allowed to be confused and still be wise. You are allowed to be healing and still be worthy of love, right now, not later. So tonight, speak to the version of you nobody sees. Say, I see you. Say, you don't have to hide here. Say, you're safe with me. Say, you don't have to pretend anymore. Because that's where the healing begins, not in being fixed, but in being met. And if no one else has ever met you in that space, let this be the moment you begin to meet yourself. Let this be the moment you stop leaving parts of yourself behind just to be palatable. Let this be the moment you stop waiting for someone else to show up for you and start showing up for yourself. You are not invisible to you. You are not too much for you. You are not unlovable to you. You are whole, even in your hiddenness. You are worthy even in your silence. You are enough even when you're not being seen. And maybe the most powerful love of all isn't the kind that comes from someone else. Maybe it's the kind that rises when you say to the parts of you that nobody sees, I see you now. And I'm not looking away.